Hi friends, how are you? This is the Chaldonut speaking, and welcome back to some more, welcome back to another Minecraft video. I'm just saying Minecraft video because I want to leave you guys a little unsure of what we're doing today for a second while I do the intro. You've probably read the title, so you know what we're doing, but I'm going to leave you a little confused for just a second longer, because this video, as I'm recording it, is planned to go up on Saturday, which is usually the minigame day. And I thought it'd be interesting to see if you guys thought that one of two series would be cool. The first idea I had was to do Minecraft speedruns. And I tried doing that. I tried to do a speed run to see how fast I could get the overkill achievement. I did not realize how long that was going to take, and I was like 45 minutes in, and I was probably about a third of the way through. I had the materials for an enchanting table, but I did not have bookshelves or 30 levels, so I was a long way away. But my other idea was to do Nether Survival, and yes, that's what you read in the title, of course, so you already knew we were doing that, but you probably... well, you at least may not know what this is, or at least what it is in our particular scenario here. So you'll notice I'm in a bedrock box. There's a portal here, and we're going to be trying to survive entirely in the Nether, starting out with dirt and an oak sapling, and that is it. That's all we have. It's all we can use, and the reason why I decided this would be interesting is because I had tried doing something like this with a few friends at one point, but I had put resources in that world. I had put some ores and some dirt and cobble in the world. This time, I'm going very bare bones about it, dirt and sapling, as I said, but also... natural generation is off, so we're going to be trying to play this ultra hardcore style. I'm not saying that I'm opposed to dying, but I can't intentionally die. That's the way I'm going to do it. So, without further ado, I'm going to jump into this gameplay here, and I'd like you guys to tell me what you think of this series as I go along, because if you're interested, I'd consider putting it in the upload schedule and possibly taking something out at some point. So, I mean, I'm genuinely interested to see what you think of this because I'm very excited. And if you are interested, possibly what we'll do, guys, is we'll make this an official series once Captain Minecraft 2 is done, because I don't think that's going to be too many more episodes. But anyways, I really need to get started here so you guys can actually see what this is going to be like. So, we have spawned on land. This is positive. So step one for me, based on past experiences, is don't be outside. That's my opinion. I mean, theoretically, you could stay outside, but here's how we're going to do it. We're going to plant a tree, and we're going to run inside, and that's basically all we can do right now. I think what we can do is a little bit of scouting, but I want to be cautious about it because I really don't want to endanger the tree. And since I already hear gas, that's going to be tough. Let's go run around a little bit, see if we can identify any fortresses. Before we do that, I want to check my render distance. I want to bump that up to 12. That's where the gas is. Okay. 2 of them. That's very, very bad. Yep, and there are 3 of them. What is there, a gas spawner? No, of course not, because this is vanilla Minecraft. Wow, that didn't come off as very convincing, but no, in all seriousness, there is not. So, I am a little confused as to how there can suddenly and immediately be this many gas. Alright, I'm not seeing any fortresses. This is not good. Because if we don't have any nearby, we're going to have some trouble. I also am running out of food already. Ooh, mushrooms. I should look for mushrooms, because as soon as our tree grows, and I find some mushrooms, we can use mushroom stew as a food source. And plus, eventually we can get chickens. I think they took out the ability to breed chickens with nether wart in 1.8, so that's a little disappointing for us here because we can't breed them. But we can get arrows, though, as a result. So if we could get a bow from a skelly, we would be able to shoot some arrows and do well with that. Let's see here. Oh, fortress! Yes! Okay, there's one over here. That's excellent. And there are a few mushrooms. That's positive. So we won't starve, hopefully. Also, am I playing on hard? No, I'm playing on normal. I should be playing on hard. Because if we're doing this UHC style, then we should do it UHC style. And that means we're gonna die in a few minutes. Probably. From starvation. For sure. If we don't find red mushrooms soon, and if the tree does not grow in the immediate future here. So I'm a little worried about our situation. I'm happy that there's that nether fortress, because if we did not have any, we would be in a... Oh, there are 2. Oh, that's so great, guys. We are so fortunate. Because, you know, nether fortresses are really the key. Because we can't get ores, we can't smelt anything. So the only way we can get ingots or anything are either killing zombie pigmen or raiding fortresses and getting the stuff in their chests. So this is going to be a big advantage for us here, having these. So I'm very excited about it. Alright, I have to say, it'd be nice to have a third one to explore. But mostly I'm just hopeful to have a lot of chests. Alright, now hopefully we can get back to base, cut down the tree, hope to get some saplings and maybe an apple. That would be great, so I didn't have to die of starvation immediately here. And since we're playing in UHC mode, any starvation is largely permanent. Alright, is this not going to grow? Is it too close to the side? Yep, I put it too close to the side. And we're going to die. Okay, well, before that happens, let's move this. And let's put it out more in the open. Unfortunately, we're going to starve. We're going to dump our mushrooms off there. And then we're going to keep looking around and see if we can find any more. Actually, no, this is a terrible idea. Why would I throw them on the ground? I might not die for like 10-15 more seconds. Let's walk around briefly again, see if we can find red mushrooms. This is really not a good start. Even if this wasn't an intentional death, it's a death after about, I don't know, 5 minutes? Yeah, about 5 minutes. So, not our finest moment. Not my finest moment. But hey, it's alright. Let's keep walking around here. Really gonna have to focus on the walking part when I come back from this death. Now let's punch out this fire so we can get by without losing our stuff to the explosion of items that occurs. Nope, there's nothing here. I need to get back a little bit before I die and be off to the side. Okay, so we died. That's not great. But, hey, we're back. We're going to search for mushrooms and it's not going to happen again. That's my viewpoint. Because I'm not going to sprint this time. Learning experience. I'm really hoping that tree grows. Because if that tree does not grow this episode, I'm going to be very sad. Because until it grows, we really can't do a whole lot. So, if it doesn't grow by the time I get my stuff and bring it back, I'm either going to search for mushrooms or I'm going to make a cut. And possibly both. But before we make a decision on either of those things, let's do a little bit of searching for mushrooms in this direction. Yeah. Okay, there we go. So, one thing that made me decide to do it UHC style is the fact that we can craft golden apples. And oh, this is the third nether fortress, I believe. Yep, it is. Excellent. So we found 3 nether fortresses. And I think we're going to go into this one, which may be a terrible idea. But there's a chest right away. So, I'm thinking it was a good plan. Nether horn. Not actually useful to us. Mushrooms, very useful to us. Obsidian and gold, semi-useful. The gold more so than the obsidian. I can't craft an enchanting table as far as I know. Oh, blazes. I have to run. Well, not run. I'm not going to sprint if I don't have to. I would like to have been able to search a little bit longer for things, but I'm not taking the risk of dying this far from base. You know, base being what it is, that wouldn't necessarily be the worst tragedy. Oh, I know what I need to do. I need to pick up these chests. That way I can save on wood, and not have to get this early on. Alright, so we're going to bring this back with us. Eventually, we'll keep exploring, but I have to say this is a decent amount of gear. The horse armor we could practically just throw out. Oh gosh, I hear blazes. Have they been tracking me this whole time? Yes, they have. Oh gosh, or at least one has. I'm going to sprint just for a short while on account of the fact that burning will be permanent in its effects, which is perhaps a bit more realistic than you being able to regenerate health from serious burns when there's not exactly hospitals in this game, but I mean, technically you can fall into lava and not die, so perhaps a bit of lack of realism, but then again, you know, they're floating blocks, so I guess we all have to suspend our disbelief a little bit. Alright, well, it still hasn't grown. That's a bit annoying. Well, that's... Oh, I'm sprinting still. That's bad. That's really bad. Let's put that away. I know this tree can grow. I am pretty sure. The only other thing I can think of doing is getting some glowstone. I don't think the light level has to be high. I think it helps. I'm not sure if it's a requirement. So we may try to pillar up to that glowstone and get it. I have to say, this is going to be a big challenge. In the experiment I did, experiment's the wrong word. In the playthrough I did with my friends of Survival in the Nether, there were trees to start with, so it was a lot easier. I've never had to start out by growing trees. Alright, we're probably not going to need too much more than this. I certainly hope not. 13 blocks. Is that enough to get up there? I think so. Yeah, we're going to be cutting it close, but... Yep, we were 1 block extra. Alright, there we are. Let's drop all this stuff down. And we'll go pick up the rest. So, this should certainly help our tree grow. Watch it grow in like 5 seconds after I place this stuff down. But, let's see, can we get coal on this? Can we? No. Wait, yes, wither skeletons, we can. We can get coal, so we can craft torches. So glowstone isn't our only light source. It's one of the more effective ones, but it's not the only one. Alright, let's craft some of this into blocks again, because the dust doesn't really have a whole lot of use to us. Anyway, let's get these glowstone blocks down. Boom, 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 boom. Grow, tree. And we're going to dump the rest of the glowstone off here and the rest of the blocks. So, I am thinking, guys, I'm just gonna make a cut until this tree grows. So I'll be back with you in a second. Breaking news! The Chaldonut is almost dead. Yes, I am employing third person there, and yes, I am almost dead because I ran into a magma cube and now I'm almost starving. Since I was almost dead, I decided to go over to the Nether Fortress. I found a chest plate, some more ingots, a red mushroom, so we have a lot of good stuff, and the tree grew. So what we need to do now is get at least one more sapling and get wood. Oh, and we're gonna die. That's nice. Oh, we got an achievement and then died again like a boss. Yeah, this ultra hardcore thing I really should have turned on after we started to make progress, not before we started to make progress. And honestly, on second thought, I should have put it on normal. But we're going to stick with it. We're not going to back down from the challenge. We're going to try to get some wood before the gas shoots the tree. And then we're going to run after we take all the wood. Okay, we're going to go run out of sight so that the gas can't get us. We're going to make a crafting table. Boom. And we're going to put it indoors where we're not going to get shot at and killed. That's the initial plan anyway. So we're going to make a small base here, I think, while the leaves are despawning on the tree. And then we'll go outside and try to get those leaves so that we can grow another tree, because growing trees is fun. Sadly, based on the fact that we... Oh gosh. Really? Lava? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Alright, we're gonna need a block to cover that up. Fortunately, we have some gravel. But we'll go this way then. Ooh, good. If we put it here, we can access the chest while being primarily out of sight of... we can get a tiny window. It's largely not visible to gas, that sort of thing. So we're going to put this here. We're going to grab the gravel. We're going to dump some of it in there. And we're going to put this stuff away. We're actually going to do a couple of other things here, because we can finally make stuff. We're going to make ourselves a wood pick, because that seems like a worthwhile investment. And then we're going to make bowls, because that's going to be a key food source for us. Mushroom stew. But we're going to put all that stuff away, because we're about to go run out there and see if there are any saplings. And there are! Yes! Alright. That's excellent. Now, we're going to bring this inside. We at least have... Okay, that's 2. That's great news. Let's see. Can we get more? A little more? A little more? A little more? A little more? Nope. Okay. So, we're going to go inside. And we're going to use that pick we just made and give it a little test run. It doesn't have a whole lot of durability, but it has enough to do what I wanted to do here. I want to grow trees inside where gas can't shoot me. And for that, we need a little room. So we're going to start by digging out a little base area here, which is what we're going to start off with. And so this, let's say, is our base, right? And then we go back, and we go in here, and, ooh, there's a cave. So this makes things a little bit easier. All we have to do is build the room. So, we're going to build ourselves a little area here. We're going to completely enclose it so that we don't have to worry about mobs attacking us. Or pigmen or anything like that if we eventually try to farm gold. So we're going to build ourselves some walls. And then we're going to dig up the floor a little bit maybe. Like this. Just because we're going to need some blocks to do this whole thing. I have to say it's going to be a lot easier to build this than it would have been to dig it. Although it may be a little less secure than it would have been if we had built it. I mean, dug it, sorry. Building it right now. But anyway, Let's keep going. Let's put a ceiling on it so that nothing can see us. Alright, we're going to need a lot more than this, and we're going to need more pickaxes. Unfortunately, we're going to have to make a second one, which is not something I'm too happy about right now. But we have to do it. Fortunately, we have plenty of saplings and dirt. Oh, something else I want to do. I want to cover this up so that it at least has a moderate amount of blast protection if it gets shot. Eventually, I want to move it back, but for the time being, I want to give it a little more protection. Alright, let's keep digging out a bit. Alright, that's good. And then we should really flatten this back wall so that we have more space for trees. And we're going to need some good height. I need to be very careful not to hit that pigman. Yeah, we're going to try to make sure that we have plenty of room to grow the trees. I'm actually going to move this one out, I think. Yeah, like that. And then we can bring it in. I'm going to fill the corner just to be safe. Don't want any glitches or anything hurting us in the future, because that sort of thing can happen. Alright, now let's do this. Boom. Almost done with our tree room. Alright, how much durability do we have left? 18. Alright, that should be enough to finish this. But we're not going to have a whole lot left, so we may have to do a little bit by hand, so the block collection part at least. Whew! That was close. I almost hit that. Okay, 20. That should be enough to finish this, I hope. And then we can do, you know, a little digging with our fists, as is the nature of Steve. Man, we lost a block. That's kind of unfortunate. Alright, I want to dig that out so I can put some blocks in that side. We're going to break that. And we have a tree room. Okay, so we need to dig this down 2 levels. And then I think we can grow trees in here once we get some glowstone set up to provide light. We're only going to be able to grow 1 at a time, which is somewhat inefficient, but it's a start for sure, and that's good progress to me. So anyway, guys, as I'm punching this, I want to remind you, please do leave a comment with your feedback about what you think of the series so far, and if you think it should come onto the channel schedule at some point. Also, let me know if you'd be interested in seeing the Minecraft speedrun sort of thing take place, because I think that'd be fun to do too occasionally. I don't want to run too many series at the same time, especially during the school year, but considering that we are close to wrapping up Captain Minecraft 2, I would see that as the most feasible place for this Nether Survival thing to show up. Anyway, we don't have much left to do. That's great. I'm very excited to actually grow some trees in here. Fortunately, I'm guessing we're not going to have gas right outside, because gas like to be where they can fly. I mean, that's not actually necessarily in the game code, but gas like to fly around, and so I think this room is going to be relatively secure, because I think it's less likely gas are going to spawn there than over there. So, I'm going to finish digging this, and then we're going to move the chest, and that's going to be all we have time for today. I am very pleased with what we've done. I think this is a very respectable start with about 4 deaths or something like that. I mean, if we had had resources and pre-existing trees and stuff, I don't think we would have died that many times. But considering that we already have some gold and a golden chest plate, I'm feeling pretty good. Like, we have armor in episode 1. This is great progress. Unfortunately, there are a lot of blazes in the Nether Fortress where I got that armor, so this could be tough. Do I really have to dig that? I don't know if I want to dig this. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because, you know what? I just want to make it a square box. So, you know how we're going to fill this up? Gravel. Yes. There we are. And we're going to create a door like that. We're going to dig up the chest. And we're going to move this over. And there we are. Okay. So let's place this down over here where it's a bit more secure. And let's dump everything back in it. Except for one sapling and dirt. There we are. Okay. That's two. Is that really enough space? I think it is. I'm pretty sure it is. And then let's craft a little bit of glowstone so that it has enough light to grow. It needs to be 8. Yeah, and it's got 0 right now, so that's unacceptable. That bumps it up to 9. And that keeps it at 9. So we have some light in the back here. So this tree, I believe, will grow at some point. But anyway, wow, that didn't come out right. Anyway, guys, I'm very pleased. I think we've done a lot of good things this episode. We have wood. We have a tree growing area. So I hope you have enjoyed. Please remember to like and subscribe if you did. This has been the Chaldonut speaking. Goodbye, friends, and I will see you all next time. Some more Nether Survival.